Hey everyone, Techni here with the review of the Roccat Kane Gaming Mouse. And now before we get into this review right here, I just want to let you guys know I absolutely love this mouse. This is hands down my new favorite mouse in my daily mouse. This thing is absolutely amazing. I mean, I like this mouse so much, I went off and also bought the black version. You know what? I liked it even more than that I went ahead and picked up the wireless version as well. And I was just so curious because I love them so much, I went ahead and bought their lower end one, the 100. That is how much I love this mouse. But we're gonna focus on the white one here, my absolute favorite. I don't know, I just think it looks stinking awesome with the white right there and then the black accents. Gosh, it just looks cool, right? But as far as the numbers on these guys, Roccat Kane 122 as this one is right here. Then you get into the black ones, this goes with wireless or with the 100 and everything. The model numbers change, which makes it absolutely confusing. So Roccat, if you're out there, like, let's not make the white and black one different numbers. Maybe just call them white and black. Now what I really want to focus on right here is my time using it and my feel with it and why I really got attached to this mouse. I'll throw the tech specs right up here on the screen so you can see those. But again, I just really want to focus on my time with the mouse. And number one is the shape and the weight of this mouse, coming in at 89 grams. I know we're all into these whole mice and these super lightweight 60-gram mice and whatnot. Me personally, I prefer my mice between 80 and 90 grams right there. And let me tell you what, this thing is just the perfect weight. Not too light, not too heavy. It feels incredibly solid. No creaking, no cranking, no shaking, no nothing. Incredibly solid inside and out. Now, as you just noticed with that sound test right there, very clicky, very nice sounding buttons, very precise. As far as the side buttons being really big right there, still very precise and very clicky. If there's one thing I can complain about them, I wish they were pushed up just an absolute pinch. Now, of course, that's just my personal preference. You might be completely different, but I wish they were up just a little bit. But again, it still doesn't affect my gameplay one bit. Now, you also have software for the Roccat Kane right here. Very easy to use. Get in there, adjust your RGB as far as the logo and the scroll wheel, your DPI and all that stuff. Very easy to use. At first it's a little different than some of the other ones we're used to, you know, but again, after you get in there, start dabbling with it for a second, completely easy to use and very easy to operate. And you actually don't need it open after you get it all set right there. Set your mouse right there, bam, close it out, onboard memory, and you're good to go. Never have to load up the software again. Now underneath the mouse right here, as you can see, you have three nice big feet right there, two big old ones on the top and the bottom, and then one right around the sensor. And let me tell you what, this guy glides beautiful across the mouse pad here. Super nice. Again, with the shape, the weight, and the feet on the bottom. Holy smokes, I'm probably praising this so much you guys are thinking this is some paid video. But trust you me, this is not. I mean, it is just that good and it feels that good. Now, the cable attached to it is a braided USB cable, and they state it's a light one, but it's honestly not. As you can see it here, I'm pushing it quite a far away, and it definitely moves it right there. I honestly looked into paracord in this mouse, but it seems quite hard because it got the little notch right in there. It's not a basic straight hole in there. So that's quite a stinker. So yes, I highly recommend you throwing this guy into a mouse bungee right there, because without it, yes, the cable is quite heavy. Now, the number one thing that really blew me away with the Roccat Kane right here is the shape and the feel of it. I mean, the shape of this mouse is just absolutely fantastic. Of course, the shape and weight, or preferred shape and weight within mice, are going to be different for everybody, right? As far as your hand size or your play style or your grip style, you know what I mean? You may have big hands like a small mouse, or vice versa. As for me, the only other mouse that really took me away like this was a SteelSeries Rival 310 back in the days. I absolutely loved that thing, but I gradually got away from it, got into more ambidextrous mice, you know? But I still love that ergo shape, and that's what this is. It's like that hybrid right in between. The best way for me to put it right here is bring out two of my favorite mice. That is the Zowie S1 and then the Zowie EC2. Now, I also did reviews on both of these mice as well, the S1 and the EC2 right here, so go check those out. But if any of you should follow me on Twitter, if not, you should, at the Techni1. But as you all know, again, if you follow me on Twitter, I've had about 4 to 5 mice on my desk, and I've really been cycling between them because there's so many great ones out there that I couldn't narrow it down to just 1 or 2. And talking about the perfect shape of the cane right here, again, let's talk about the S1 right here. You got that ambidextrous shape, really great for some fast-paced first-person shooters. This has been like my go-to Call of Duty mouse right here. Then we bring it over to the EC2. You have that ergonomic shape. Fantastic. I've been liking this one for Destiny. It's first person, sometimes fast, sometimes slow gameplay. That's where I went into the EC2 as far as Destiny or like a story-based game. It's almost like you put both of these together, the EC2 and the S1, and this is what you got. Again, you have that kind of ambi shape right there. It doesn't flare out too far on the tail, but it's still very comfortable in the hand that you don't get any cramps or aches, kind of feeling just like the EC2. Again, I can't stress it enough. It is fantastic in the hand. So yes, I finally narrowed my mice down on my desk. I'm really hooked on wireless mice right now. So I got all of my wired ones off besides this one. This is the only wired mouse I have on my desk right now, but now I just got a whole bunch of wireless mice. And that's where I'm gonna bring in the wireless cane right here. I was super excited. Again, I love this mouse. Please try this mouse out. You will thank me later. But again, as me talking about being hooked on wireless mice, I was so excited for this one. I said, I gotta scoop this up right away. And let me tell you what, compared to the Kane 122, the black or white version, what a disappointment this wireless version was. And that's because everything I raved about the 122 right there, this thing lacks. Other than shape, it has a fantastic shape because again, it's the exact same as that one. As far as the weight, it's a little bit heavy and you do feel it. Definitely tail heavy right there, and it just didn't feel as good as the combination you have down here. As far as the side buttons, they rattle and they're smushy. It's just, they don't feel right. The whole mouse, it has rattle in it coming from up in the scroll wheel. As far as the bottom right here, you do have your feet, but you have that gap right in the middle right there for your wireless adapter or for your charge port right there, and you feel the drag on the mouse pad. I mean, the scroll wheel's even stiffer on this thing. Again, it feels like a complete different mouse right here. Besides the shape and the feel, the coating, it's got that nice matte, really grippy coating right there. But as far as the mouse, just put together, it feels like a complete piece of junk. Now let's go and talk about that Roccat Kane 100 right here. And there's a couple of differences compared to the 122, the one I really love. Number one, the price is a little bit cheaper on this thing. I believe 10 bucks. And a couple of differences you have. Number one, the Roccat logo on the back is not RGB. Your only RGB is up here on the scroll wheel. Number two, on these sides, as you can see, it's quite rough right there. You have these little rubber grips right there. They're not really soft by any means. It feels like a little low grit sandpaper. I honestly didn't like it. It wasn't very comfortable. And the other difference, the biggest one, is the coating on this mouse right here. It feels like just a basic plastic. Rather, when you get into the 122, again, talking about that coating, it's almost like, I don't know what to explain it as, but it is so soft, so grippy, it feels fantastic. Again, coming over to the 100 here, it just feels like a basic plastic. But now as far as using the 100 right here, I did have a great experience with it. I really enjoyed using it. One thing I really love about it is the rubber cable right here. This cable's fantastic, very nice, quite firm, but still very flexible. This cable they need to put on the 122 and we'd have a perfect combination right there. But again, the one thing I didn't like about the 100 here are those little side grips. They didn't feel incredibly grippy. They were more annoying than grippy, honestly, because you kind of feel that texture on it. And I just didn't enjoy the feel, and it didn't feel any grippier than the 122 over here. This guy just feels fantastic. I mean, the coating, I can go on and on about this coating. It is something special, I tell you. I mean, holy smokes. If there is one thing you can take from this channel, that is to always smile. Wait, no. If there's one thing you can take from this channel, that is to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Wait, no, that's not it. I mean, you should do that, but that's not what I'm focusing on here. If there's one thing you can take from this video, that is to please try this mouse. I mean, it absolutely jaw dropped me. It is that good. The price is right. You're talking around 50 or 60 bucks, I believe. It is something you need to try. If you like either the other two mice I've talked about, the EC2 or the S1 or the Rival 310, please get this mouse in your hand. You will thank me later. It is that stinking good. And also, Roccat, please tighten up this wireless one right here. Again, I'm so hooked on wireless mice, and I wanted this thing to be as good as these down here. And this was such a big disappointment. I mean, this mouse makes me sad. So hey, please do let me know down in the comments if you use the Roccat Kane, or if you're thinking about getting it, and which variation you use or looking at picking up. Again, the two that I highly recommend over any of them is the 122 or the 120. Same thing, just black and white right here. But please do let me know your thoughts on it once you pick it up, or if you already use it. Because this is honestly a product that I think a lot of us might miss because it's not on a hype train. And this is, again, as I stated throughout the whole video, a product you need to get in your hands. But hey, thank you so much for stopping by and watching my review on a Roccat Kane right here. I hope I was able to help you out, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for some future tech videos. Hey, I hope I catch you in the next one. Bye now.